Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. I am the Midwest Seller. My name is Stephanie and it's Monday, March 9th. Yes, March 9th when I'm filming this, and I'm going to be doing 2 weeks worth of what sold. I missed a week last week, so I am making up today 2 weeks worth. So I'm going to go ahead and tell you what sold on eBay and Poshmark. Go ahead and just get started. It's a little lengthy. I hope everybody is doing well. I've gotten a handful of new subscribers and I appreciate you greatly. Thank you so much for subscribing and watching and all the kind words. So I wanted just to reach out and say hello. I have a special guest with us, Gizmo. He promised to be good, so we will see. All right, he's down in the corner. Aren't you? You're gonna be a good boy. Yes, you are. All right, so let's just go ahead and get started. I've got kind of a lengthy list. I think I'm gonna break it up by week. So this will be sales from week February 24th through March 1st. And on eBay, I only had 3 sales. Okay, and as always, I am going to insert a screenshot of the item that's sold. I may throw in there a couple different shots of some of the items so you can see what they look like a little bit better. Sometimes my first shot on Poshmark, I've been kind of changing things up a little bit. Sometimes I'll do a close-up. I don't know if it helps or hurts me, but anyway, just trying some different things out. All right, my first sale on eBay was item number 1, Panasonic transistor radio model 569 AM/FM clean works, $34.97, which was my full asking price. This was actually something that my husband picked up at an estate sale. If this is the first time you are watching my what sold videos, I always usually just go ahead and rattle out the title, how I had it in my listing, and then I also am going to tell you what state it ships to. I just find it a little interesting to go back and look and see where all my sales are coming from. All right, that Panasonic went to Delaware. Item number 2 was a Tory Burch brown floppy flap shoulder bag, crossbody, tassel snap, closure blemish. This actually was a consignment item, and it's been sitting for a long time. I believe because of the little blemish in the front there. I got an offer for $30 and I decided to take it because it has been sitting and not getting any interest at all. That shipped out to Texas. All right, item number 3, Francoma Pottery 9-inch Texas Bluebonnet Tortilla Warmer Keeper 266 chip. I did put chip in the title. There was a little flaw. I did not realize that until I got it home. It was still a real small tiny chip, and I still knew somebody would probably want it. So the total on eBay was $82.97 for the entire week. All right, let's talk about Poshmark. February 24th through March 1st, so just 1 week worth. Item number 1, we had an Athleta extra small navy metro slouch drawstring waist leg. This sold for $20 and it shipped off to Wisconsin. All right, item number 2, Yankee Candle pillar holder candle jewelry fern. This sold for $15 and it shipped off to California. Item number 3, Asics Essentials Performance Gray Pant XL running. This sold for $14 and they shipped off to Kentucky. And that sold, I believe, for the full asking price. They were just a pretty basic pair of warm-up workout pants. All right, item number 4 was Holding Horses Pax Tunic Blue White Floral size 14. This sold for $24 and it shipped out to Michigan. These must run really small. It was a size 14, but it looked like a size 8. So I didn't hear back, so hopefully it fit the person. If not, I guess they just reposh it, but it was really a small size 14. Okay, so item number 5 was actually a bundle. And it was a bundle of 7 items. I was pretty happy about that. There is a story behind this one. I'm gonna go ahead and tell you what sold in the bundle, and then I'll tell you what happened with this sale. All right, so the first item in her bundle was a Pimpernel England Christmas tree coasters. These were really nice, really good quality. I always seem to pick up Pimpernel coasters. I find them all the time at estate sales around here. Item number 2 was a dragonfly necklace, purple faceted beads. Okay, and then the item number 3 in the bundle was mesh black bow necklace rhinestone center. Item number 4 was a chunky statement necklace beaded crosses. And the next 2 items were actually 2 of my consignment clients' items. The first item was a teddy bear fuzzy trench coat, long, soft, ivory, small. This thing was so soft. It was lined. It was definitely a coat, and it was new with tags. Okay, and then the next item in her bundle was a guest dress black faux snakeskin. It was new with tags. It was a size 4, brand new, never been worn. And then the very last item, item number 7 in her bundle, was a Max Klein Incorporated Baraboo, Wisconsin butter dish. I believe this is probably from the 1970s, perhaps. It was that yellow, you know, if you remember yellow and the avocado green and the oranges were real popular. This bundle went to West Virginia. So I got a case opened up on this bundle, and I just could not believe it because I packed everything super nice individually with tissue paper, with care. You know, there's no difference on how I treat my packages going out, whether it's 1 item or 7 items, but I did take a lot of care in making this look real nice presentation in the box. And I got a case opened, and you know, I don't have my phone here, but actually, let me grab my phone. I think I can read to you what she stated. 1 second. Okay, so I looked on my phone. I guess once a case is resolved, you can't see the comments anymore, so I don't see it. I only see that the case was opened up, and the case was opened up March 1st, and it took Poshmark 3 days to decide, and I got an email on March 4th, it looks like. It says, return request denied and earnings release for your sale, bundle of Pimpernel, England, Christmas, and 6 more items. And you know, on this, I also sent an offer, and so the bundle I thought was a pretty good price. I mean, it was $50 for all of that, so she got a good deal. So there was a couple of reasons she opened up the case. The first reason was the fuzzy trench coat. She said it wasn't a trench coat at all, it was a robe, which it wasn't a robe. It was definitely a trench coat. It had a lining, it was a coat. And then, so that one was kind of, you know, I guess just up to Poshmark to look at the photos and see what they thought. So these were brand new with tags. They've never been worn. They had the tags on them, sealed in plastic, kept fresh. They were in a plastic tote up in my upstairs office, and, you know, they were not outside in a shed. They were in a controlled environment. Okay, and so the next reason, she said the fuzzy trench coat and the Guess black dress, and she said they smelt of mildew and mold, and that's just not possible. And I have one of the best sniffers, bless you, around. I can smell when something's moldy or mildew or smells like smoke, you know, something that has just been really a bad odor. Sometimes you go into people's houses and estate sales and it's just a bad odor. If it's something that's really bad and I don't feel like I can clean it and get that out of there and wash it, I pass. There was one time I bought a pair of shoes and I got them home and they had the slight scent of smoke. So I read that you can put, well, there's several things you can do, but I put some charcoal inside of them, and I put them in a black bag and I set them outside for like 2 weeks. So anyway, I'm getting off the subject. So anyway, there was no way that these smelled like mildew or mold. There's just no way. So a lot of times, I have learned, I've probably had 3 cases since I've been on Poshmark, which was, you know, April of 2019, and I've actually won every case. But I have learned on, you know, if somebody opens up a case, the less you say, the better. You want to defend yourself. If there's something that legitimately you feel that you should state, go ahead and state that. Sometimes you don't even have to respond to what the buyer is saying. Just let Poshmark handle it. That's what they do. They decide, you know, what they feel is right and fair. So when she said they smelled like mold and mildew, I had to say something. So I said, you know, I said they were stored in plastic, brand new with tags, in an environment that's, you know, an air-controlled environment. You know, it wasn't, I don't store things in my basement. I got so baffled at this that I thought, you know what, maybe it's, he probably wonders why I'm talking to my camera, aren't you? But back to this, you have to just stop, take a breath, let Poshmark handle it. So I just said simply, I disagree. There's no way this smelled like mold or mildew. It's properly stored. It's been in a bin. It's been in you know, air-conditioned environment, controlled air-conditioned environment in my office. And then I just left it at that. And then she responded again, and I didn't go on. I wasn't going to go back and forth. I just thought, let Poshmark handle it, and we will see what happens. Anyway, it ruled in my favor, so I was really pleased about that. I just know there's just no way these could have smelled like mold or mildew. Just let Poshmark handle it. It's not worth getting all upset and frustrated about, because, you know, worst case, it's denied and you get your merchandise back, and hopefully it's in the same condition that it was when you shipped it out, and you just reposh it. Yeah, I was just so baffled at this, that why she thought it smelled like mold or mildew. I honestly thought about changing my name. So my name is MidwestCellar. You know, Midwest representing where I'm from, where I live now. Cellar, you know, when I lived in Texas, we didn't have basements. We do have a basement here. I don't store inventory in my basement. Our basement is finished. It's a great basement. There's nothing wrong with our basement. It's finished out, but I don't store things down there simply because I want the convenience of having stuff in my office so I can, you know, work with it and get to it quickly. I don't want to go down to the 3rd level basement and, you know, keep dragging stuff up and down the stairs. There's nothing wrong with storing things in basements. I know a lot of people do store things in basements. So when I picked the name MidwestCellar for my business, it was after I moved back to Ohio from Texas, and I kind of did it as a play on words, like MidwestCellar, I'm a Midwest seller, I sell things. The definition of cellar is a room beneath a building, typically used to store things. You know, there's various wine cellars, there's root cellars, there's all kinds of cellars. There's cellars outside a house, you know, in the old days where they would have the opening cellar door outside the house that they would store their potatoes and their root vegetables and things like that. You know, we lived in Texas for over 25 years and we'd never had a basement, and so I thought it was really cool that, you know, we had a basement in this house. You know, it was just basically, I thought it was a cute play on words, MidwestCellar, because I have a basement, and it was great to have all that space. And anyway, I don't know. I just thought maybe she thought she'd get away with it because of my name, MidwestCellar, and then maybe they thought, well, maybe she has a stinky, mildewy basement. I don't know. Okay, I'm rambling on. Time to get on with it. Okay, so that was my bundle. So moving on, item number 6, Under Armour activewear pants, training warm-up, size medium. These just sold for $10 and they shipped off to Michigan. They were a real basic pant. You know, the comps, that's about what they were going for, $10 to $15. Item number 7, Gap Real Straight Fit 427 dark wash jeans, new. These sold for $30 and they shipped off to Connecticut. Item number 8 was just an Adidas track jogger pants, blue-white stripe. I took an offer of $8 for these. They really didn't have a good resale value, and that shipped off to Illinois. All right, item number 9 was Frank Lyman open cardigan, bright floral, size 18. This just sold for $11 and it shipped off to Texas. And I want that was an offer to liker. So on Poshmark, that was $182 for the week. Okay, so the total for eBay and Poshmark that first week is $264.97. And then moving on, March 2nd through March 8th, just yesterday, we'll start with eBay again and then move on to Poshmark. And I'll try to get through this rather quickly. I know this is a lot, but I always find it interesting to see what other people are selling as well. I watch YouTube videos and I love watching what sold videos. Okay, so the first item on eBay, vintage tube radio, alarm clock, working jewel, AM by Crosby Page, USA Bakelite. This was a really nice clock radio, really a nice good looking piece of clock history, I guess you should say. This shipped off to Texas, and the person who bought it paid our asking price $127.75. All right, so the next item, this was my neighbor's. My neighbor who is moving, I helped her out, go through her attic, and she just gave me a bunch of stuff. And I wasn't sure about these, but I know that there are people out there that collect this type of thing, and I thought, well, I'll just throw it up on eBay. Vintage hosiery, stocking socks, long ivory cream, stained holes, collectible. These were in very poor condition. They were clean. Obviously they were clean, but they were stained, and I'm not sure how old these were, but they were old. They were part of her 5th generation home, and they were in a cedar chest. They were really old. Anyway, they just sold for $18.97, and again, it was just my neighbor helping her out with moving some items before she moves off to the next state that she's going to. All right, item number 3, leaf gold tone cuff, women's bracelet, chunky statement, slip-on leaves. This just sold for $6.50, and it went off to Georgia. All right, and item number 4, vintage men's tie clip, stock market, ticker tape, 1960s Wall Street collectible. This shipped off to California. I received an offer on this for $20. I believe I had it listed for $45, and I took the $20. I thought that was a pretty good offer for something like this. I knew that I had listed it high, and I figured I would see what kind of offers. It's so funny too, because I was starting to go through, separate my jewelry out, get it organized, getting it ready to list more of anyway, and I listed this, and it was probably listed for maybe 2 days, and it sold. So that just goes to show you, you've got stuff sitting around, people want it, list it, and it will sell. All right, item number 5, which was the very last item on eBay that week, T. Tahari Emerald Green Sheath Dress, long sleeve, size 10, elastic waist, tie, v-neck. This sat for a couple of years. I took an offer of $30 on this, and that shipped off to New York. So on eBay, the total was $203.22, and for the week. And then on Poshmark, March 2nd through the 8th, item number 1, Lululemon Run For Your Life pullover top, size 6. This sold for $15, and it went to Ohio. Okay, so before I go any further, these next few sales, I would say probably in the next 6 or 7 sales, I just wanted to get some sales in the door. I wanted to get some of this merchandise going out the door, and I thought, you know what, I'm going to do offers to likers, and I was pricing them to sell. So I knew that they would probably sell for the price that I was sending offers out. So item number 2, Tommy Bahama reversible knit long sleeve top, large. This sold for $12, and it went out to Michigan. So remember, I usually can get my inventory pretty inexpensively. I'm still making a profit on these items. I really want to move stuff out. I'm so excited. I've got 2 thread up boxes coming. So there'll be some videos for that. I've got one that's completely all shoes and then one that's a clothing box. So I wanted to make room for some new inventory and get some, get some things moving. Item number 3, this was a really good deal for the person that bought it. I really love this purse. Vintage Adele handbag, embroidery, floral black. This sold with an offer to Liker. I sent out an offer for $12, which was an amazing price for such a nice handbag that's vintage. And I remember I got that at the local SPCA thrift store. That shipped off to Florida. Again, it was $12. Item number 4, Aldo, and I don't even know, I guess that's the style, EOWOWIA, quarter strap wedge black, size 8.5. These sold for $13. They shipped off to Georgia. It was an offer to Likers that I had sent out, and that was a great price for those. Were super cute. All right, item number 5 was vintage handmade dress, flower cotton mini mod go-go. I sent out an offer to Liker on this one as well for $18, and the person who bought it messaged me and wanted to make sure there was no other flaws other than what was pointed out. There was some stitching that had come undone at the top shoulder, and I said no, absolutely, it was in great condition other than that, which could be easily stitched up. I just didn't take the time to do that, and that shipped off to Florida. That was super cute. Really nice. Item number 6, Old Navy red bikini bottom, swim, medium, boy cut. These sold for just $7, but they're Old Navy. They went out to Utah, and that was another offer to Liker. Item number 7, faux turquoise elephant gold tone wire bracelets. I sent out offer to Liker on this for $7, and it went out to North Carolina. Okay, item number 8 was a vintage 1967 Montreal World Exhibition Fair tray. I sent out an offer to Liker on this one. I sent out an offer to Liker on this one for a great price, $8, and that shipped off to Colorado, and the person was so ecstatic to get that. Item number 9 was also an offer to Liker. I'm telling you, I was sending out offers to Likers like crazy with really good prices. So price to sell, really good prices. Item number 9, Woolrich outdoor wear, wool burgundy barn coat. This was a size small. I put out an offer on this for $12, and it went out to California. Item number 10, Chaco Ponsel Bulu Water Shoe, black green Vibram. I don't know if I pronounced that right, the Bulu. Anyway, this was full price, sold for full asking price of $64, and that went out to Portland, Oregon. Or Oregon. How do you say it? Oregon? I say Oregon. Some people say Oregon. I don't know. Oregon? Portland, Oregon? Oregon? Item number 11, vintage Garay leather belt, small, number 7442. This sold for, offered to Liker for $10, and it went out to Brooklyn, New York. And remember, I usually get my belts usually for $1 or less. Usually the thrift stores around here are usually $1. And then estate sales, a lot of times I'll pick them up for 50 cents or $1. I always pick up belts when I see them. Belts, I love to sell belts. They are small, they can fold up real tiny and store them away. They don't take a lot of space for storage. They're inexpensive, and the profit's usually pretty good. All right, item number 12, Cynthia Steffi blazer, wool blend, small tweed. This was really gorgeous. I loved this blazer, and it sat and sat and sat. I've probably had this for 3 years. I sent out an offer for $9, and it went off to Arizona. All right, item number 13. We're almost through the end here. Thank you so much for, if you've made it this far, thank you so much. And if you've not subscribed already, please consider doing so. Hit that like button and hit that bell if you want to be notified when I put out my videos. I've got definitely some good ones coming up. I think I've got the 2 boxes coming, so I can't wait to do those. I believe what I said I was going to do, which I'm probably going to stick with, is the shoes. I will do an unboxing because there's only going to be 25 pairs of shoes. And then on the clothing, I think I want to say it was like, I don't know, 65 pieces of clothing, something like that. So I'll probably go ahead and do it, do the unboxing on my own, get everything cleaned, steamed, ready to go, put them on my rolling rack, and then show you what I got along with maybe some of the comps even. All right, item number 13, Athleta Stride Midtown Athletic Ankle Pants, blue, size 2. These sold for $28, and that was the asking price, and they shipped out to North Carolina. I believe I started these kind of high, and then, after so many closet clear outs and such, it's gotten down to that price, so it sold for $28. Item number 14 was a hat, Nike women's hat, black, white. This had a little blemish on the front, but it wasn't bad. It sold for $13, and it shipped out to Tennessee. All right, item number 15, we are next to the very last item, Calia wax pants. It had that coating on it, black, caviar medium, moisture wick, size medium. I received an offer for this for $24, and I went ahead and accepted that. Shipped off to Ohio. All right, and the very last item on Poshmark, item number 16, Ann Taylor mini skirt mesh ribbon lined, new without tag, size 6. This was an offer to Liker. I put an offer out there for $10, and it shipped off to Missouri. So on eBay for that week, it was $203.22. On Poshmark last week was $262. The combined amount was $465.22 gross. And okay, so the last 2 weeks combined, all of this together, gross amount was $730.19. And that was eBay and Poshmark. Like I said before, I get my items for pretty inexpensive. A lot of times I'll do bulk buys. I'm very interested in the thread up boxes coming. I'll tell you what the breakdown of prices are once I do those videos. And so I guess that is it for my what sold. If you have any questions about anything, just go ahead and leave a comment down below, or just leave a comment, say hi, tell me where you're watching from. And as always, thank you so much for watching. So it's very exciting to see the subscribers come through and the number grow. And I'm at 123 subscribers, so hopefully you all stick with me, and I can't tell you how much I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay guys, so that is it. Until next time.